Hey, everybody, we're back again with the NFL Primetime Prop Drop for your Thursday, December the 8th. My name's Allie Burns from Picks Parlays. You can find me on Twitter at @PlusMoneyHoney. And with me, as always, is Scott Reichel from Winners and Winers. You can find him at Reichel Radio. Scott, we just put out an NBA prop drop for the Wednesday night. We don't have the results yet, but as of now, your record is 42-40. How are you feeling about this NFL matchup?
Yeah, doing pretty well. I know we're recording this a bit early because I ended up doing the research already, so we figured why not. So might as well. We're going to have it tomorrow morning. We will now not have it tomorrow morning because we're doing it now. So there you go.
So we get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow morning. So we're talking Thursday night football. We got the Raiders at the Rams. New information. Rams have picked up Baker Mayfield. That's kind of a big deal. I personally thought he was going to go to the Niners.
By the way, are you being polite when you say that's kind of a big deal? Because
Well,
I don't think it matters at all, if I'm being honest with you.
I just mean it's kind of a big deal when a team gets a new quarterback. It's kind of a big deal if a team gets a new quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, this season's over and Stafford's done for the year, but sure, whatever makes you feel better. Are you a Baker fan?
No, hell no. F no.
Okay.
I'm not even a Rams fan. No, I'm just saying anytime that, a team gets a new quarterback, it's
Former
kind of a
number
big
one
deal.
pick. I just don't think it matters at all because the Rams season's over. But
Yeah, that's very true as well. Well, it matters if you're going to be betting on this game. Just saying.
I don't think it does. Mayfield's not going to play in this game.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, future Rams games. We'll say that. We'll say that. Okay, so kick me off here with some Raiders props. We're talking Devontae Adams here. What do you got going on?
Well, it's Devontae Adams, so I'm going to take the over on his receiving yards. He's had at least 95 receiving yards in 7 of the last 9 games. Over the past 3 games, the Rams' pass defense has fallen off a cliff. The Rams have allowed 301 passing yards per game in the past 3 games, which is the 3rd most in the league. They just let Metcalf go for 100 plus against this defense. Adams is just an absolute lunatic. He's the best receiver in the league. Give me the over 88.5. I think he walks into 100.
He's an absolute lunatic.
He
All
is
right.
so good, Adams. He's so good.
He is.
But
It took him a minute to get rolling there. Like I was a little nerved at the beginning of the season, but now we're rolling. And he's playing with his old buddy Derek Carr. Talk to me about his passing yards.
so it's a bit correlated, but I'm going to take the over for Derek Carr passing yards at 245.5. At the end of the day, you're looking at a guy who has had at least 248 in each of the last 5 games. And I just mentioned again, the Rams have allowed 301 in the past 3 games on average. So I think Carr will be able to air it out. The Rams against the run have actually been decent this season. In fact, pretty good. I'm assuming Donald's not going to play, so they should be worse against the run. But Jacobs is a little bit banged up, so I am kind of curious if the Raiders will lean more to the passing game. But Adams is great. We've seen the Rams secondary fall apart. Their pass rush isn't very good. I just think Carr should be able to go over. This number seems very low, doesn't it?
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, Cam Akers. Talk to me about him.
So I usually try to give out a plus money play. I'm going to give out Cam Akers touchdown at plus 140. Even though I think the Raiders are going to win, and I'm sure the public is going to bet the Raiders as well, I think the Rams are going to score. I don't think they're going to get shut out or anything. Somebody's going to have to score, and I think Cam Akers has a good chance to do it. He had 2 touchdowns last week against Seattle. He played 75% of the snaps last week, and the Raiders have actually given up a bunch of rushing touchdowns this season. The Raiders are allowing 1.1 rushing touchdowns per game, which ranks tied for 9th most in the league. But they're allowing more than 1 rushing touchdown per game. I'll take the starting running back at plus 140 for the Rams.
Makes sense. All right, Tutu Atwell. What you got here?
So I'm going to go with over a 22.5 receiving yards here at minus 115. Do I think Atwell is a good player? Not really. However, the Rams receivers are injured to hell and back. They have no Kupp. They have no Robinson. They're really kind of scrambling to find any wide receivers. But he has been decent lately because he has had at least 23 receiving yards in 4 of the last 5 games. He's played at least 47% of the snaps, of the offensive snaps in each of the last 2 games. With all the injuries, he has gotten a bit of a boost there in production and snap percentage. But Vegas has also not been good against the pass this season, as the Raiders are allowing 258.1 passing yards per game, which is the 3rd most in the league. At the end of the day, I just think that Atwell should be able to be on the field enough to maybe catch a deep pass, maybe 2 decently length passes. But once again, he's had at least 23 in 4 of the last 5. 22.5 seems very, very low. I'm going to go with the over.
All right, I like it. And if you guys like it, then like and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Share it out with your friends. Scott, tell them where they can find more of your free picks.
So you can find me on Twitter at Reichel Radio. It's where I link all my either YouTube picks every night at the Winners and Winers page or the podcast that I do, which I do a bunch of. But if you want free picks and free content, you can find it all on my Twitter.
All right, beautiful thing. And if you're looking for me, find me at Plus Money Honey. Check out all of our videos here at Picks and Parlays and the ones on Winners and Winers as well. Thank you guys for joining us on the NFL Thursday night primetime prop drop. Good luck, everybody.